Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Yeah, I'm not on the right screen. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I got you. Hang on, give it a sec, let it load. Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. See, there's a little familiarity for you. I just got done with the stream not too long ago. I guess actually I got done with the stream like 40 minutes ago because somehow it's 3:45. What did I just do for the last 45 minutes? Nothing. I just watched videos on YouTube. But yeah, just got done streaming not too long ago. Time to do the recording. Not too not too bad of a stream. I mostly just played Spine Chief because I do not understand that character. And then I ended the night with an expert challenge because a lot of people have asked me to do some of those. I'll have it exported over to here eventually, but if you want to see it right now, I did the Dangerous Minds challenge. It was pretty fun. Other than that, not too much. Not too much today. Let's just get to it, shall we? For the question that I want to ask you today, because I'm going to try and get a question here. Yeah, I'll just close this out. We're Wendleton today. Yeah. I had a question earlier. Someone asked me something on stream. I'm going to pivot away from that one. So, a few days ago on stream, a regular viewer who I often talk about food with, because talking about food is an easy discussion topic, he says to me that of the three main meats, pork is number one. He picks pork or any pork product over as his number one, then he puts chicken and then beef, or maybe vice versa. I just remember he puts pork at number one. I think this is a terrible food take. I think that pork is the worst of these three main meats, and I think that I would put probably beef at the front, but maybe chicken. I could go either way on depending on the day. But I want to hear your YouTube comment takes. You guys have some really, really good food takes. I've seen some whenever I bring a food question to you, I see some great answers. So I would like to hear your opinions. Give me your favorite of the three main meats and why, or least favorite and why. Any reasoning is valid. I will read through them and I will go, yeah. I've been trying to remember to take screenshots of YouTube comments that I really like and save them, because I would like to get a folder and just make a compilation of things people have said to me in YouTube comments over the last year. It's not something that's likely to happen because I'd have to go back through a lot of them, but anyway. That's 3 minutes. I can start the run now. God, does this guy ever play the game? Yeah. Imaginary straw man that is not representative of an actual person. I do play the game. I'll prove you wrong. Hope you are doing well today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We can get to it now. We got Plating Steel Daedalus, Failure Arcus, Sapsera, Fine Grass, Prismal Dust, and Graft. In terms of Monster Train, on stream today, it was not a great day. For Exile Awoken. Within Graft, I will take Vapor Funnel. I could use a W here. Yesterday's run, I felt really good about. I could use a run to feel really good about today. With Umbra, Root Seeds, I think I will play Strangler as our starter. I shied away from it. I want to see how it feels. You give him quick and he should hyperscale and solo the Divinity. But what if he doesn't? Big problem is it's Umbra secondary. We're just gonna probably remove Umbra from this run mostly. I'll take the boons. I think our game plan here is to... This is kind of a new strategy that I'm piecing together, but it feels like a pretty viable line is to... With Awoken, if you have a slow scaling strategy, like Wendleton here would be, for example, I think you can plan your run around just like holding over a strong healing card and letting that do everything for you. So Awake, Unleash the Wildwood, Glimmer is a good one, but we don't need Glimmer on this one. Things of that nature though. This unit does 15, or has 15 rather. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna take just a little too much, and Wendleton takes 6 here. That's okay. We should be able to compensate with Prismal Dust. I could also pull to the front, and I think that lowers it. God. I don't think that comes across on the audio. My headset just told me that it's dying, and it startled me. 3, 4. He takes 4 instead of 3 for me pulling to this to the front. What if I do this? It takes 6. Never mind. I don't know what happened. I left my headset plugged in overnight, and then I woke up today and it wasn't charged. Honestly, big headset might be trying to take me down here. We kind of get smashed by chains, don't we? So the best line here... 3, 6, 9... 1, 2, 3, sweeps. 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 6. I think. How many rounds does it take for you to die? You're at 165. Takes about 6 rounds, is what I want to say. That's 144. 7 rounds. How many rounds until you kill? 4, 5. That's 1 eaten by Train Steward. I think what I want to play... I'm gonna play it like this. And we're gonna hope to draw Prismal Dust on this turn. We did not. Okay. It was a gamble. That's okay. The reason that I think that this is fine, I didn't take into account lifesteal or anything like that. I think it's fine because of Vapor Funnel. Yeah, we'll take 1 hit. That's fine. I don't mind taking 1 hit there. Glimmer. Yes. Even with Strangler, if we don't see Quick, if we have to go Thornward here, I think Glimmer is a nice insurance policy. Although Razor Sharp Edge is really strong too. Actually, maybe Razor Sharp Edge is better. I'm gonna go Razor Sharp Edge. Change my mind. I think you can maybe just have your survivability plan be Prismal Dust. At least for the early game. I'll take another one. I believe I take Crucible Collector. I know what you're thinking, but I think he's right. I think he just is a 20/20 that sits in front of Wendleton. Actually, I'll take Morsel Master. It's -10, but you get double morsels to chump block, and you can use them to chump block. I think that's fine. Give that a whirl. We'll go left, we give that some 25s, and that should take us through Daedalus. Post-Daedalus, we can start to piece together a real plan. But for now, like, biggest consideration here is not dying at Daedalus right now. Overgorger. Huh. It's a weird one, right? Because... I mean, I can play it. And we have a Quick here as well. But... how much do I really like it? I like it enough to click it here. I kind of want to remake the Over Hermit. Remember the run? It was a stream highlight. We had Husk Hermit infused with Overgorger. Overgorger really complicates this run because I was just gonna solo carry Wendleton and see what happens, but now I gotta think about playing Overgorger because he's cool and rare. So I need to make use of him while I can. Am I gonna just hard commit? I mean, I could just dupe him, right? I could dupe and self-infuse right here. We could have a +3 before Daedalus. I'm down to give this a go. I took Morsel Master as well. I'm down. I'm down for this. We'll give it a shot. Purge, +30. We want to go light on Pact Shards. We want to go as light as we can. Because we're weak right now. We're very weak right now. We're going to play like we're very weak right now. We should become strong somewhere around ring 7. After Arcus, we should start to feel the effects of being very powerful. Currently, we are weak. I think we're going to want to take energy first. Definitely energy first. Probably energy space, but mostly just sad I skip Space Prism right now. But we'll see. I think we should get 3 eats in here. And I need to make sure you don't lose. I think the best way to ensure we don't lose is to play Razor Sharp Edge onto Morsel Master. Actually. Would have been a good idea to give a Lifesteal Morsel to Wendleton here. You die? Hey, stop dying. I missed an eat here, which is really unfortunate. 4, 8, 12. I want a Prismal Dust up here, but it's a waste. I Prismal Dust here so that he gets to take his swing, and then we should be fine. We should be fine. Yeah. And we get 2 more eats. Okay. I really enjoy playing perma-scaling units like Overgorger. It feels fun to try and min-max, in my opinion. I will grab Glimmer now. Yeah, I'll grab Glimmer now. It's nice insurance. Good card to have. Hey, Space Prism. Good stuff, good stuff. Go left. This is not left, this is right. Trust me, I'm okay. I could self-infuse Morsel Master. I think that's wrong, because if I take space, I can play 2. I can get 1 more Morsel. I'm gonna skip it. Imagine if we saw Morsel made, though. God, that would be sick. I'm just gonna duplicate Overgorger. I said I was gonna play it light because we're gonna go to 35 here to Super Greed. There is a world where I die for doing this. It's Plating Seal Daedalus, so he should be relatively forgiving, but there's definitely a situation where this kills me. I will pay money for a relic here. That's just really disappointing. Petrified Crucible, for me, you really shouldn't have. Just a minus 75 gold at that event. Hate to see it. Alright. I believe we win this run if we don't die here. I know that's maybe a little overconfident, especially considering our weak morsel generation on this one, but I'm sticking to it. This unit, terrifying. If we see quick for Wendleton, I also think our odds of winning jump up quite a bit. But we shall see. Comes pretty close to just dying right away, right? Yeah. And I can't combo Glimmer and Vinegrass because I miss Overgorger. I have to take energy here. There's no way. Being able to play just a few more cards in this combat would change our trajectory greatly. This is free. I think it's a shame that I cannot catch the explosive here, but we should, with duplicated morsels, mitigate it well enough. Again, for survivability purposes, we'll buff Morsel Master. That bomb kills Wendleton. Goodbye, my friend. Good Space Prism here. 2, 3. Nah, he's dead. Now the floodgates open and we take a lot of damage. Wendleton was not able to hold it down today. But that's okay, because he softened most of it up, so Vapor Funnel should clean up. Oh, he didn't soften any of it up. What the heck, dude? Like, you're 2... I mean, this is 6. If I pull this to the front, it goes to 1, I take... You could min-max this for a long time. I'm going to... not. And I'll just take the damage. I don't worry too much about that damage we just took, personally. 5x damage shield here blocks all of the incoming damage. Should set him up to be decently strong. This unit is a real problem though, because my game plan is damage shield and he just kind of bodies it, right? There's nothing I can do about him. I think this is going to be a very disappointing death to Daedalus right now. That is my current expectation. We need to see some good stuff right now. This is bad. This unit being infused is a disaster. 352. Play one Shade Splitter. Rubble Morsel. If I play Prismal Dust at 2x, what does it change? I guess it just gives me 2 more rounds of 70 damage, right? I think maybe if I played Prismal Dust at 3x, actually we won this. There's a fine line here that I see. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, it's not great. And I put these two in front, and then I have Prismal Dust here. I think we live. He does 10s, so he has to die. He has to be under that, what? 43? I think we barely survived this. I'm doing my math correct. It is the difference of playing and not playing Vine Grasp there, actually. But we live. Okay. Okay. Everyone calm down. We snuck out of that Daedalus combat. Very slippery. I greeted a little bit, but very, very slippery. We sneak on out of there. We tiptoe on away. I don't love any of these cards. You could maybe make a case for Wretch because our morsel generation is very bad. But I'm going to... I'll take it, actually. It's fine. The case to be made for Husk Hermit here, but I'm going to skip. Definite energy. The combat looks significantly different if I have one more energy even. And Steel Shop here lines up with Pyre Health, which is nice. We could go right, go Artifact, Pyre Health boons. There's an extreme high roll here in Double Gorge. And if we get Double Gorge, we get to just go absolutely out of this world. It's a crazy high roll. The left path is safer. We get 2 chances at multi-strike. But if I see multi-strike, I end up kind of pivoting to right here, which isn't really bad either. It depends a lot on what we see in this Dark Forge, though. Strangler gets kind of weird in this run because he's not going to be the main focus, so he's going to just open up floodgates occasionally. We're just going to get slammed. So what do I want? It's a tough one. I think I'm down to go left. It's okay if we don't see enough Pyre Health. We can stay at 36 and I think be fine. Another quick. Multi? Large. Okay. It's good we came here. I can also see... Honestly, maybe do take... nope. Maybe I should have taken Husk Hermit. In case of, yeah, Thorn Lord. I guess Thorn Lord's pretty beefy, though. It's hard to say. Very, very hard to say here. I think the idea is going to be to reorganize that bottom floor so that low health enemies are in the back for Vapor Funnel. It's very strange. Intrinsic Space Prism is a good call, I think. I'll do it. This one, I don't have the highest confidence in this one because I think Strangler messes with this a lot. I think this is a run that looks a lot better if you just don't have Wendleton. Sad as it is to say. He just kind of gets in the way. I should have taken something for him though, right? Something to help him out. Maybe we see a Quick Tone. That'd be good. Chroma Glimmer. We can Extreme Stone Glimmer and then he gets to live a lot longer as well. But yeah, he's causing a pile up down there. Because he's not scaling. Oh, and this healer is just gonna farm the shit out of me, huh? Yeah. Oh, hey, the floor overflowed. That's a bad sign. Oh, I think I just die. Yeah, I think Strangler kills me here. Can I... Okay, I have a terrible idea. Could I... 5, 6... If I... Can I not... Oh, you have Spell Shield. Ah, the Spell Shield from the Clipped Reflector makes this not work. I had a good idea here. Well, good in quotation marks. My good idea was, what if I rooted this for so long the boss spawned and insta-killed it all? He only has to live, like... He would only have to live 2 more rounds for that to be an actual line here. I think as it sits, it's a what if I just die? My man does no damage, he just super stacks and then kills us. If I die here, I want to replay it. Because A, I want to see this one through a little bit more. Brief respite. If I can get him to live here, I think it works. Hold on, this is kinda nasty, isn't it? Because he lives if I put down 5, 6, 6, 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units on the floor. What if the boss just spawns in with this, though? Well. He dies because he kills this? Okay. If the boss just spawns in behind this, we're gonna fast restart. Oh, it's so tragic, dude. It's so tragic. But if he gets one more swing in, then he roots it all and it dies. But I think there's no way. If this were a different boss that had like something spawn in front of it, he would actually kill it all here. Or if I didn't kill the 9-2, but there, or no, if I could, I could do this, right? I could actually do this. I could actually do this. I'm scheming. This is so dumb. This is some of the dumbest shit I've done in this game, though. Like, what the hell? When I see the red X that spells my demise, I will restart this combat. But I just wanna make sure that I actually die here first, you know. This is a good run for me to have, though, because I have often asked the question of what the hell do you do with Strangler if he's not your main focus? Do you just die? I believed for a long time that the answer to that question is, yeah, you just die. Let's find out. Changes nothing. Okay, so the answer to that question is, yeah, you just die. But now that I have formulated the worst idea in Monster Train history, let's try and piece it together. Just once. Just give me one attempt here where we try to super stop this floor. Just let me give it one attempt. I'm going to play Prismal Dust here since I now know the score. Iron Grasp there. I'm pretty sure this is a losing line. I am fairly certain what I'm doing here is bad. Like, it has to be, right? There's no way that it could be anything other than just absolutely disgustingly, just absolutely horrible, right? It's horrific, is what it is. Unless. Okay, Train Steward blocks 11. I think it's impossible because this 9-2 always dies, right? I think this is impossible to solve. No, because the idea is to root them, get one swing in before the boss goes, and then root everything. That's the play. Oh, I should have put that down there. If I put one of these morsels, if I put a lifesteal morsel down here, no, he never swings. It's okay. I'm scheming, and I'm planning, and I'm plotting. 11, 6, and 7 is exactly lethal right now. So I have to put a morsel down there as well to keep him alive. If I put 3 morsels, it's the same, right? 3 morsels, he takes 7. Train Steward and a morsel, he takes 7. Yeah. Yeah. But like, this line actually doesn't seem the worst if you have a way to stop him from dying. Although in a different context, he's just gonna die because he's gonna take more than 40. So, oh, I can't save him. He's 3 space. Ah, okay. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm looking for it here. Like, I'm really trying to look for it here. Because I just want to play this Overgorger run. But I keep trying to do things with Wendleton. And it doesn't work. Like, Strangler seems really bad if you're not focusing entirely on Strangler. That's what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling like Strangler, if you don't fully focus on Strangler, is just god-awful. Like, it is run losing if you play this, is how it is. Because I'm losing the run, so it is in fact run losing. Yeah. If I had multi-strike or a descend card, we could potentially rob our way out of this one. I do, like, it's... I'm just disappointed, you know? I want to give it one final attempt here, because I wanted to try it with the strategy. Obviously, the strategy of hold the entire floor there never works out, but I just wanted to try it once. We're gonna try our new final strategy here, which is, this is a complicated one. See if you can follow along, and it's press end turn. I just don't play him because he actively hurts the run. That's the new secret sauce. We just skip him. It's disappointing, but he just... We can probably sustain the hits we're gonna take here. We cannot sustain him. We can't super stack at all. I'm pretty sure I'll live otherwise. Because we have Vine Grasps. We have a lot of little answers in here. We'll take a lot, don't get me wrong, but we won't die. And that's all that matters, I think. And maybe I just die. If I die here, it's just over, right? I'm just going to let it happen. So no Vine Grasp. Fuck. I think I just died then, actually. The morsels are all different as well. I'm looking, but I don't see it. Yeah, our morsels are, in fact, all different. Without Wendleton in play. Probably because I don't play Triple Sting? I don't know. Sure, you can go here. Because I think I need to try and find a line that makes me not die here. I think I die on this wave, and I think there's nothing I can do about it. Maybe open this and see it, yeah. Double morsel. If I die here? If I die here, we're just gonna play a new round. Yeah, okay. I think that this is a good run to look at, because what you take away from this is if you pick Strangler, you have to hard commit to it. You can't play Strangler and something else. You have to play Strangler and scale Strangler. Or else, what he does is he just sits there and he tangles up like 10 heavies and then they kill you. It was default Umbra, yeah. It's really disappointing because we had the super Overgorger, but It's not really surprising. I had a feeling that was how it was going to end. I lied to you when I said I think we win if we get past Daedalus. It was more of if we get past Daedalus and get multi-strike, but the and get multi-strike was implied. Pushback, Shadow, Diligent, Vinegrass, Mind Collapse, Edge Prior. Let's do something else here. Tap tap, sure. I have no healing cards, but I'm sure I'll get one. I'm afraid of Root Split Mask is all. Go Predator when they don't show me Strangler. Thornfruit, Cursed Vines, both really good. And Conscription Notice is good too. I would take all three of these. I'll take Thornfruit. Comes with a +1 draw. Either one of them is good for Diligent Seraph. Just kind of cancels the fight. Trial's not really a worry because of Thornfruit. It's been so long since I've played this game without starting Strangler when shown Strangler. Although I wasn't shown Strangler here, to be fair. But still. I think there are going to be times where I don't start Strangler, though. Maybe not, though. Maybe you just start Strangler when they show it to you and you just commit. I'm not sure. It's gonna take a little more thinking. A little more experimenting. I miss that collector. I probably should grab that collector, but... haha. As the collector says. Okay. Chains, not a worry. I'm just spamming Root Seeds because I don't really need to think too hard about this combat. If I play Root Seeds and kill Clergyman, we win this combat flawlessly. No way Chains beats this. Yeah. It's close, but it's not really close because I could play it. I could play and min-max this fight more, but you go to 44 with 30 health and you'll kill Chains. Ensnare, where were you on my last run? Restoration Detonation is good. Sap Tap Trigger if nothing else. Hard to not take Space Prism. Could take Immortal Trade though. Could take Immortal Trade for the potential Steel Singer pivot, but what are the odds, right? What am I looking for? I'm looking for a sweep unit here. Most likely. Not Shattered Shell though. I want not Shattered Shell. Well, Shattered Shell. Shattered Shell's super awkward in this run. Like really, really, really awkward because he just dies. There's not really another way to put it. He just does not live. But I'm gonna take a unit here, and it's not gonna be Awoken Hollow. The real problem here though is Shattered Shell is just not a good unit here. Because it seems good because he's quick, and there's multi-strike, I can just give him +25, but how is he going to live? I don't know, but let's take a look, shall we? I think so. We can't give him Large Stone. We can give him +25 probably, but then he's 3x2 baseline. We have Root Seeds though for that. Probably +25 is what we keep our options open for. Maybe we can infuse him with like Husk Hermit? Maybe at 65 health he's strong enough with Quick. Maybe. That would be really weird. Mark of Invasion? This is not a scary trial. This is a free trial, actually. This trial makes us a lot stronger. Pushback Talos is going to be really annoying, though. What a surprise. Right? Are you surprised that Pushback Talos is something that I don't want to see? You should be. I guess Shattered Shell shouldn't be in front. Doesn't really matter for this fight because we're gonna kill everything quick anyway. But in future combats I should change this. Would save himself some spikes if I didn't put him in front. Oh, we have Vinegrass plus Sting. This is the combo from yesterday, kinda. Not really, but kinda. Can I do something with morsels? How do I find my way to this Shattered Shell living? That's really all we have to answer. Everything else is handled. Backline and heavies, these guys should take care of. Maybe not heavies. Maybe I need something else for heavies. But I guess Wendleton, when he gets 3 multi-strike, gets there. Just gotta buff him up a little bit. I don't know. Can we play just like... Can we just play like this? Can we just play Shattered Shell and have him solo? Now they're in Snare? Stop showing me in Snare. Show me Steel Enhancer. Prismal Dust is the answer to push back Talos for sure. Sorry, making of a morsel. What do I want on Shattered Shell here? Let me look. Let me actually pull out the logbook and look here. Not Animus of Speed. I don't think it's Awoken Hollow. It might unironically be Husk Hermit. I think it is. Because what's our other clan's Umbra? These guys are kind of whatever. Never this. Maybe +6/+6 on Resolve? This is good? Maybe this is good. Yeah, it might be Morsel Maker. It's like, it's something weird. It's something that you don't like. I think it's Morsel Maker or it's Husk Hermit. I guess you could also just do a Self-Infusion. You get 20 less health, but you get the Ace Light +3 again. Okay, I'm gonna go to the left here. Alright, I'm gonna take Husk Hermit and I'm going to infuse it onto my unit. I can also just play Husk Hermit potentially on this run, which is worth mentioning. You can maybe just play Husk Hermit. I'm not certain it wins. In fact, I don't think it wins, but you can maybe just do Husk Hermit in front of Wendleton. ×5. I don't mind just ×5ing Steel Enhancer, honestly. Card's pretty good in this deck. +3 attack, +3 health? Sure. I don't know if ×5 is right or not. It's probably not right, really. Maybe just do ×1 there, but... the ×5 event is one that I don't really think about. I've been conditioned by Twitch chat at this point. If you show me the ×5 event and there is an option that is worth taking, or at least doesn't actively kill the run, I probably ×5 it. For now, I will play like this. Sure, we'll play like this for now. With Pushback Talos going to the bottom floor, we have more information here with this play. She's gonna come up here next turn, then middle, then bottom again, in theory. The problem is if I put Shattered Shell in front, it just dies, so... Okay. Oh, also, yeah, she has 10. We can't put Shattered Shell in front ever, it just dies. There is no way. The strategy here is gonna be to chump with a morsel. Somehow. I don't really know how. The strategy here is gonna be to complain when this kills me. Actually. Because I know she has to come up here. I know that she's up here. We took the Steel Enhancers. I feel like I took reasonable precautions to not die here. If I had gotten a higher health morsel, we would be in an unlosable position, maybe. But, you know, we just have to survive the... I guess actually... No, I could have chumped. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I could have chumped because that's how quick works. These units don't attack. It is okay. Because in theory, it's a 50-50, because now she might go back up there anyway. Yeah, she didn't. For once in her life, she followed the path that I lined out. That is the expected Talos path here. Mostly just as a real fuck you to me. Catch me on my mistake by doing what I would expect. Thanks, Talos. Have I ever told you about my feelings towards this boss? Probably not. I think she's pretty cool. Look, at the end of the day here, when you get right down to it, sure, I could switch this up. I could play Husk Hermit and we could hard carry Wendleton. But on the other hand, I could just make a really big Shattered Shell. And that's what I'm going to do. And I think I played Big Shattered Shell Wendleton mid-floor on Divinity with Wendleton in front. And yeah, Cycle of Life, basically. Exactly what I was going to say we look for. Yep. I never take draw in this run. There's no world. I have 3 draw relics already. And root seeds. There's no world where I need to take draw. I can probably take space, but I could also potentially just take 10 shards to intrinsic space prism and then take double energy. But I don't really need energy either. I'm gonna take 1 energy for sure on this run. Maybe I just take draw anyway because I have so many steel enhancers. Would be interesting. Go to the right here. If they show me 5-10, I just take 5-10 here, I'm pretty sure. It did not occur to me that they could show me another multi-strike. I'm gonna take another multi-strike primarily because you can't stop me. This is the main reason. I'm gonna do it because you can't stop me. It's already done. Thornlord is ideal because it has more health. And I don't really need him to have multi-strike, I think. I think this should be the Shattered Shell show. The if you will. Pull 2 Train Stewards. Try to thin this deck down a little bit. And we're gonna mainly be looking for good Divine Temple upgrades, like Value Stone. I'm gonna not take the money. We're primarily gonna look for like Intrinsics and Value Stones and Extreme Stones and all of these cool things. +6 is not scary to me right now. We should bowl through these waves pretty consistently. There's my Shattered Shell. Just even more draw. This is fine. I don't know if this will be good enough to keep Shattered Shell alive. Okay, maybe gonna steal an incant or steal a kill if I keep playing cards, but nah, I won't. He scales at a pretty reasonable rate with all these steel enhancers, to be fair. 36 times 3? Yeah. With the help of Wendleton, he can punch through the first heavy pretty consistently. I don't know, this seems kind of doable to me. This is another good run. Pretty good one. I'm excited to see this one pan out. I have no idea where this one ends, but I'm really interested to find out. How do I ever take draw here? I draw so many cards every turn. It's kind of ridiculous, and I don't, it's weird, I don't need anything. I have all the energy I could need. I don't need card draw. I don't really need space. Like, yeah, I'm drawing to 10 on a lot of these turns. It's very strange. I should Shade Splitter. My man is a 300 quick sweeper on floor 4. It's a good one, and he has he has 41 health. Channel Song. So with the addition of Intrinsic to this game, I think the Channel Song is slightly better. I am down to take it. And I have Prism Retrieval, less so. Because this card kind of sucks. I'll just skip that. So with Intrinsic, we can Intrinsic Permafrost Channel Song. I'll go left here because I have no real reason to go to the steel shop at this point. Go left. Artifact cracked. Mark of a Champion. Let's take Cleansing Water. An attack on Wendleton is whatever. Dude, my headset keeps telling me to recharge it and it's jump scaring me every time. The reason that I'm not plugging it in, by the way, is because it's gonna mess up my audio devices. I just gotta finish this. This event's really insane. Seeing plus 25 for Shattered Shell here adds a lot of... it's really good. It's very, very good. Is all I can really say. Spell Chain? I am interested. I'm interested in Spell Chaining Steel Enhancer. But I'm gonna just go to 55 here. I took this Husk Hermit for a reason. Follow through. Shattered Shell now has 65 health. That should be good enough to keep him alive. Hellvent. I'm gonna do a Root Seeds here. I know that seems a little questionable, but the density I want to up a little bit because I'm probably taking another energy on this one. Spikes 4, that's not a good idea. If we pass Self-Made Harpy here, we're probably in a fine position. And I think we should pass Self-Made Harpy here. Pretty comfortably even, I would say. Sure. That should do fine. Maybe I will Spell Chain one of those. I don't know, I mostly think it doesn't matter a whole lot. Actually, the real boss that we would be terrified of here is Stealth Boss, right? Stealth Boss I think just insta-loses, although Prismal Dust, so maybe not. Pretty safely we can bank our damage shield for the boss as well. Because of the quick, it all just dies. It's good form for me to like incant and play all my morsels. I really want to just be lazy though. It's bad too, but man, in what universe does this not kill? My man's 92 health. 150 attack, quick, sweep, like he definitely wins. And I think this scales just a little too slowly. But if I get this Channel Song bullshit in position, maybe that's enough. We want to be around 150 on turn 2. Maybe we can play top 4 though and move that back to turn 3. I'm going to start pressing end turn because I want to get this episode finished before my headset dies, because that's going to get real weird. I've seen 3 Cycle of Lives in the last 3 card packs. That seems unlikely. I think I will take another one. Why not? There's good answers to the question, why not? Don't worry about it though. Yeah, we just go to magic shops. Also removals. These really are not what I'm after. These have been some pretty garbage ones. We have 2 more temples though, so I don't need to force it. 2 more temples, we gotta take 45. We can get there pretty comfortably, I believe. I just want intrinsic, really. Value Stone would be good. Spell Chain would be good now that I've decided I'm gonna go for it as well. -1 Root Seeds. Plus 20 and Consume goes on nothing in this deck. Double stack -1 Prismal Dust is decent. Sure. I mean, I have the money to spend. I may as well spend it, I think, in this position. Oh, Edgeprior has to go. Sorry, Edgeprior. Alright, next major hurdle, Arcus. Arcus, definitely a killer of a run that sets up like this. If he doesn't Daze Shard bottom 4, I play bottom 4. Thanks, Arcus. If only I had the permafrost, huh? That thanks Arcus was not a salty one, by the way. It was a genuine thanks Arcus, in case you are just listening. Arcus did not rally shard the bottom floor. I can consume that card. The stealth, like, we're not at a bad number of packed shards here for this timing in the run. Might actually just move this up to a perma super ultra because I'm in a bit of a time crunch here. Not really a time crunch per se, but you get the idea, right? We're in a race against the battery in my headset. I don't really know how long I have from the recharge headset sound effect, but I imagine it's not too long. Did we kill this thing? 141? Not quite. If I pull him to the front, he dies, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, this looks decent, I would say. It looks like we're about on target for the scaling rate that we need, but we're probably gonna fall behind a little bit in this next section. This is where I always worry about Shattered Shell. The transition into 190s and potentially 290s here might just be doomed. Specifically doomed without Razor Sharp Edge is what I'm worried about. With Razor Sharp Edge, I would feel pretty good, though my power assessments today, I did lie to you in the last one. Oh, we crush Arcus here. We have damage shield 1. Yeah, he super dies. Okay. This feels like a high APM run. I press a lot of cards that do very little. Adaptive Mutation? I think this is good because we can use it one time to full heal Wendleton. I'm down to give it a whirl. I don't need space. I don't need space at this point. Our boy, our Shattered Shell, he's gonna stay standing if we play top floor, if I have to. But I don't need draw, so I'm gonna take energy. The if we have to is probably more likely as a just it is the plan, realistically. But I have plenty of answers. I lose morsel plays on top 4, but that's fine. I can just cut morsels from the deck. I'm not really... Oh no, I don't have to click Shade Splitters. Darn. I need to take 25 from both of these now, so... You know. Extreme Stone is actually pretty good for Restoration Detonation. I'm not sweating that too much. Permafrost would be nice. Double stack again. Start bringing Cycle of Life down. Cost of cards doesn't really matter a whole lot. Plus 20 and Consume here is neat. Remove Consume. The shops, these magic shops, it's not too bad because I don't really care a whole lot, but they're not giving me exactly what I want. I know what you're gonna say. Wing. Yes, correct. You got me. I just want my cool upgrades, dude. Come on, I want my Permafrost Channel Song Shattered Shell. Let me do it. Let me do it one time. Permafrost Intrinsic Shattered Shell. That's all I want. Not necessarily all I want, but it is what I desire. I don't mess around with these guys too much. Try and get there. Probably gonna get clapped by the first wave, but this is oftentimes I've looked at this wave and I've gone, man, is our run weak? I take damage to this wave. The answer is no. This wave is a nightmare. In terms of wave 1s in combats, this is fucking rough. Is what it is. If you have a deck that kills this on turn 1, you are in an exceptional position because these guys, I mean, you got to cut through so much health here. How do you do it? In this case, you don't. Well, we can pull this to the front. We come pretty close to killing it then. It's not too bad. I don't think I've triggered Sap Tap a single time. And shout out to Cleansing Water on that one as well. I haven't been shouting out Cleansing Water when it did the bare minimum of what it says it's gonna do, but Got us the cleansing water. Yeah, we're just a little slow on the beginning here. I can get away with this on this combat, and on future combats I probably cannot get away with this, but for now, we'll do it. I can even just like counteract it if I'm really worried with a cycle of life. I think I will. I'm a little worried. I'll admit it. It's just tough. It's slow going here, but it is going. So like, we didn't take a ton. I think we're in an okay spot. Oh no, it triggers when I play Restoration Detonation. That's right. How could I forget? You know what card I skipped that I should have picked? I should have picked, not Vine Grasp, the Rooted card. I don't remember what it's called. Because I don't kill the mini bosses cleanly in this deck. I don't kill the mini bosses at all in this deck, really. Do I? On the Divinity. I don't think I kill the mini bosses on turn 4 and 6. I need to draft an answer to that, but I think I'm just gonna lose because it's too late. These cards don't help a ton, although I think Awake is fine. Trample Stone does something weird here, I bet. I'll take it, why not? You could maybe pick Cave in there and then just try to where we dropping boys down to mid floor. I don't know about that one though. Intrinsic, one time? I don't know why I play this game. This is, as they say, not based. Kinda cringe. It's okay. Remove Shade Splitter. Probably just Mind Collapse here. I almost called this Vine Collapse. Consume plus 20 minus 1. Forge triggers trigger twice. Ha ha ha. Teeth of Gold does nothing. Hell's Banners does nothing. I can't afford anything on the reroll, so we leave. Minus 1. Probably Umbra Stone is good for that. Permafrost. I mean, not a bad call. And then we dupe this bad boy. And that's the setup. Does this beat the Divinity? I give you a very, a very tentative maybe. I would bet no. I think this does not beat the Divinity. I think we are one razor sharp edge away from beating the Divinity. But unfortunately, I think we're gonna come up short. Why did I play those in a bad order? I don't answer to you. Should I play bottom floor here? No, because this is a 290. I need to take the time to scale. We just have to deal with the curses, which we deal with the curses. It's not a worry. I am not concerned with the curses. Concerned, if you will. I guess with Adaptive Mutation, I really just infuse... I spike my early damage really well as long as it doesn't kill me. Sometimes it kills me, though. But do it. I mean, fuck it, dude. Why not? Channel Song goes. Cycle of Life to restabilize. I think it's okay, right? Curse enemies are slowing me down, but... I don't know, I think it's okay. It's weird, I've never really used Adaptive Mutation like you're supposed to use Adaptive Mutation. I've always used Adaptive Mutation to cheat. If this guy wasn't stealth, he'd be down so much health. I think the stealth is gonna also play into just kind of being a negative. Yeah. You know, we just don't get anything out of playing this again. It's just worth looking. I mostly plan on using this to flip attack and health on Wendleton so that he he doesn't die, primarily. You know, I want to take a moment to I want to give a little appreciation to a card on this run that has been doing a lot of heavy lifting that I definitely never give the appreciation it deserves, and is Vine Grasp. Vine Grasp is absolutely holding it down on this run. Probably the only reason we're even still standing, if you want to just get right down to it. Card's popping off. I don't know if we beat the Seraph fight, actually. As I look at this going into Relentless, I think the stealth just fucks me, doesn't it? It kind of looks that way. I could maybe start pivoting my steel enhancers, but I think it's better to do it like this. I'll hope I draw it again. I should draw Prismal Dust again. Maybe with the curse I don't. It's okay if I don't. Maybe it's okay if I don't. Just kind of see what we see here. I'm gonna disrespect because I have adaptive mutation. I'm gonna not play Awake. How's it look? It does look bad. Initial looks here looks bad. I think we're fine. I think we're coming out of this one A-okay. So I think I just play adaptive mutation. Oh, it's not that much, is it? The 3-banger draw on Vengeful Shards is a little disappointing. I died. Interesting. I should have just played the... Yeah, okay. I disrespected too much here. Absolutely. I just disrespected this too much. I should replay this. If I die a second time, it's fine. I'll just call it a night, but... I should replay this and see if this can go to the Divinity and win. Because this is a good test. This is entirely Shattered Shell's doing. Somewhere around the midway point in this combat, I'm supposed to pivot to playing Root Seeds on Wildington here. I called him by his real name. That's how you know we mean business. Play 71 times 3. It's not enough. I think it's fine to play top 4 here. It does slow us down, but not that much. I think, anyway. Yeah, okay. I also need to be cognizant of actually playing Prismal Dust at some point. It's just weird because a lot of the damage shield gets chewed up by these enemies. And there it is. Hit him with the Cycle of Life. Maybe it's even like right now. I think it's at 300. I just pivot. Because he doesn't need health. I don't need to worry about Shattered Shell's health. Oh, maybe I give the... You know what? I bet I'm supposed to give Cycle of Life to Shattered Shell from this position. I don't know, man. This shit's real weird. What I do know is without the stealth, I would have gotten the kill, actually. He would, yeah, 100% I get the kill if he didn't have the stealth there. Fuck your stealth, idiot. I know that was suboptimal play. It's okay. I'm focusing my attentions on this run elsewhere. Play Vine Grasp instead of the other card. So Steel Enhancers can still go back here. Cycle of Life I'm going to start putting back here. I'll see you again, Prismal Dust. Ah. Okay, and that is the sound of my... the sound has stopped, yes. That is my headset dying. I will now try to fix the sound by plugging in my headset. And we'll see if it just comes back. It probably will not come back and this is going to be a mess. think we might just go without sound for the end of this or for the end of this. Let me see. Do I have sound? I have sound, but Streamlabs is not picking up the sound. I can fix this. Give me one second. I can fix this. It should be this device. Hold. Hold. Stay with me. Hold. I guess this one. There you go. You should have sound again. Okay. Didn't quite make it, but now I know what to do to fix this, which is good news. Sorry, I misplayed that one a little bit. I wasn't looking perfectly. Yeah, okay. We just buy ourselves more rounds here. Ideally, with this line, we should have bought ourselves a few extra rounds of time against Seraph here by incanting and just spreading my energy like I am. I'm gonna start taking self-mutilation damage. Just gonna start eating it. It's fine. Here. 10 damage shield changes a lot. Yeah. There's your actual winning line. It's play the damage shield for 10, you fucking idiot. What the hell? Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking, I'll be honest with you. I got like my autopilot's kind of fucked up for playing X cost cards. I need to actually think about them a little more. The X cost cards. Alright. Let's see if this kills the Divinity. I think that this doesn't kill the Divinity, but if it looks close, then you can probably conclude that there is a line. I think it shouldn't look close, so I think we should get run over here. Although, early waves are easier. Turn 1 Space Prism. I could play mid 4 with this. Am I supposed to play mid 4 with this? Is this a crazy high roll? Or is this awful? Nah, okay. I'm gonna play a simpler line here, which is this one. See what we draw? Okay, that's a really good draw. I'm gonna play a much simpler line, which is just give 8 damage shield to Shattered Shell here. Based on that turn 1. And then if we just maybe if we just spam buffs onto Shattered Shell, we win now? With the Trample Stone in play. Make sure I heal Wendleton, and then we should be okay. Let's see it. How's it look? Not too shabby, I gotta say. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Cycle of Life and then Adaptive this guy. Because I can. Yeah, incanting these enemies doesn't matter. None of this matters. Just double checking, you have sound still. This time it's not am I muted, is the game muted. How interesting. The Adaptive Mutation is kinda clutching. I should ping off this enemy there. That was a mistake. Should ping this enemy away. Save the damage shield. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. No way I incant this unit enough for it to be a problem. Should also sting this enemy twice. I'm not playing this out very well. I'll just level with you. Restoration Detonation as the draw there is sad. Let's see if I get punished. There is no justice. I will just tell you, there is no justice. I should have gotten extremely punished for that. Oh, you know what? Killing this Wiltwings was actually a bad idea. Had I killed that Wiltwings, I would then realize right about now that I had made a mistake. When I realize I can't kill the Spikes unit, I would go, oh no. Here's your true test. Can I kill this thing? Yes. Okay. I'd like to once again remind you this run is brought to you entirely by Vine Grasp. This run is brought to you not in part, but entirely by Vine Grasp. And I guess this does win. It would appear that you have to find the survivability answer for your Shattered Shell, but there's answers in the game as it turns out. Double stack, a little HP. The HP would not be enough, I don't think, because, yeah, I don't think the HP would be enough, but what you could do... Oh, his damage shield breaks, but that's okay. I mean, he had a lot of health, he was just slow to scale. You can play this run again. This is the part where I rationalize, like, sidelines that could happen. This is the part where I try to generalize Shattered Shell, I guess, actually. And what I want to say about Shattered Shell here is... I think that this run, despite looking like, oh, well, you're only winning because of... What would I blame this one on? I would blame this one on... well, you're only winning because of the turn 1 high roll, right? Because we drew Prismal Dust on turn 1 and that saved him. But I think in reality, there's a lot of ways where this does just win. There's a lot of permutations that end up there. We had to adapt a mutation to force our scaling fast enough, but in a run with Razor Sharp Edge, you don't have to do that. And in a run with Razor Sharp Edge, you just have the high health unit, or the high health Shattered Shell that scales, right? And I think that that is viable as well. Basically what I'm saying is I imagine that on every run you can find an answer, every run that looks like this anyway, you can find an answer to the question of how am I keeping Shattered Shell alive? And sometimes you could play that same run, but instead you play middle floor, right? We could just put the Prismal Dust on the front line, you could play middle floor, you could play healing on Thorn Ward. I'm running through, I'm quick rapid fire, rattling off a bunch of ways I could imagine this one going. Yeah, it's Cycle of Life. I think there's a lot of ways. I think there's a lot of ways you can go with this. So, to answer the question that I posed at the start of this run, yes, you can. What was the question? I guess you'll have to go back and then watch the whole video again. No, it's, can I take Shattered Shell here? I think it's bad. No, I guess it isn't. Didn't really get to play a run where we hard focused on Wendleton, but that's okay. I don't mind. A good one though. Took all the trials except for Self-Made Harpy trial. By the way, you can't see who this boss is. It's a little bit sad. I wanted to go through and see how many times I fought Self-Made Harpy, but it looks like it doesn't actually tell you. Which is interesting, because you'd think they would. This is the part where I hold you hostage. I pressed the wrong button. It's 5 AM. Let me out. Free me. Free me, Monster Train. Let me go. Let me be free. I want to say as well, I feel like this episode, mostly you guys have said when it comes to restarting combats, it's better that I do. As long as I'm not like touting the win streak or anything like that, I think it's fine as well. And I think as an episode, this is a lot more satisfying to see that go through to the Divinity rather than die because I didn't play that Prismal Dust. Alright, that's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.